Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I have a little bit of a Boots kind of sanitary, I don't want to use the word self-care, but you know, like just toiletries and bits and bobs that I use on a general basis that are actually some of my favourites haul. Long-winded, I'll work on that in the title, but if you want to see what I have picked up and what I like to use a lot, then keep watching. I hope you're all doing okay. It is my one day this week where Daisy and Stan are in clubs and I'm trying to get so much stuff done. I'm currently on my second YouTube video and I've also filmed 4 reels and edited them, and there might be more in me yet, but we'll just have to see. I'm finding it really difficult, but also really fulfilling and really enjoyable at the same time. But that is just parenthood for you, isn't it? So all of these things are things that I will regularly use, or things that I like, or things like a couple of extras that maybe I've not tried before. But I love watching stuff like this because I feel like sanitary products or like toiletries and stuff are not necessarily that exciting, but they're things that we use every day and really appreciate having as a part of our routine. And I know I, for one, have some definite favourites. And for some reason, all of my stuff ran out around the same time recently. So I just thought I would show you what I picked up because it was one of them where I was like, oh balls, I'm going to go and have to get it all at the same time. So I went to my local Boots. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is periods. Now, I love a period pant, but I will pretty much only use them at night time. I think everyone has their own preference as to what they use. I'm not going to harp on at you, like you should use this, you should use that. You've got to do what works for you and what feels best for you. I have tried everything under the sun, from period pants, I've tried moon cups or the equivalent of, I've tried reusable pads and things like that. But just some things feel good for me and make me feel better during that time of the month, and some things don't. Now, period pants, I absolutely love them. I swear by them. I think they're fantastic. But I only use them at night time because there's a certain way that I like to feel, and I find that pads especially do this for me, where they make me feel like wet and like not as comfortable. And I think especially when you're active and you're going to the gym and things like that, for me personally, I just prefer to use tampons. Now, I know there's a lot of stuff about this in the news at the moment about what's in these, this, that and the other. I tend to radiate to Tampax Compact just because I like the packaging being like quite small, and they're quite convenient to just sort of, you know, if you ever need to go when you're out or you're at someone's house, you can kind of conveniently put this on the hand, whereas the non-compact ones, they're like, it's like carrying a flipping banana with you, and they're not as discreet. So I tend to use the super. That I have a heavy flow, always reminds me of that, what's it from? Is it Mean Girls, where like she's like, I use super, but it's not because I have a wide set vagina, I just have a heavy flow. Well, guys, I've just got a heavy flow, okay? And yeah, I really like these ones, and I will regularly pick those up. So it was recently my time of the month. I have broken into these, but then just kept them in the bag afterwards just to show you. But yeah, those are my favourites. I find that cups, not to go into the intricacies of the human anatomy too much, but we've all got different like lengths of our like vaginal canal, and like where our cervix is positioned, and I just never found a cup would stay. And I tried different sizes, I followed the measurements, I followed the fact that I'd given birth vaginally, all this sort of stuff, but it just never felt 100% comfortable for me. So that's what I resort to. That's kind of how it works for me, and I enjoy those ones. I just think they do a really good job. Next up are these. I religiously buy these. I just, although I did hear something once that like someone forgot to change theirs, they went away on holiday and then they were having a shower when they got back, they used it again, and then while they were like washing themselves, like these black bits were coming off, and she realised that she'd been washing herself with a spider that was inside. So it does remind me to check them often, but obviously I switched them out. We have these, this is called a polisher according to Boots, but I call this a shower puff. I always have one of these in because I just like how much like they lather. I also have like a scratchy double-sided sponge, or I think it's called a Moroccan mitt. I will leave like a picture of it on screen here, and I'll leave a link of where I have got mine from, but that is what I use for removing my fake tan, and I love to scrub my skin raw. I don't know, I know some people are like, no, it's not for me, not for me, but I love the sensation of getting all that dead skin off. And I will have like a routine every week where I will have like an everything shower. I'll wash my hair, I will scrub my body, I will shave like legs, armpits, bikini, what have you, and then I will get out the shower, I'll moisturise everywhere, wait for that to sink in a little bit, and then I will go in my fake tan, and it just makes me feel so good afterwards. But these sorts of things are always parts of my routine because I don't like just using my hands, and I do like the sensation of having a bit of exfoliation going on. Plus this one's really cute, it's green, and it will go in our family bathroom quite nicely. As you can tell, I quite like green. Next product is probably a bit of a holy grail for me, at least as far as say being active is concerned. So I go to the gym 4 times a week, and then I always hit my step goal throughout the rest of the week. Like if I'm out and about, I aim for like 15,000 steps a day, and I like to stay active, and I find that this is what I radiate to a lot at the moment, which is the Sure Maximum Protection. I like the Confidence scent, which is the pink one, but they do 3, I think. There's a blue, and then there's like a grey beige cover, I think it is, or yellow, I can't remember, but I like the pink and blue ones best. And I just find, for me personally, it just keeps me feeling so fresh. And this one in particular smells really nice, but what I found is that, I mean, I'm not a particularly smelly person, and I'm very paranoid about smells. Like in my home, on my person, I always have a body spray on me. I always have to smell nice, and I've got a very sensitive sense of smell. But it's not so much like stopping me from smelling, because it's not a problem I have as much. But when you're working out at the gym, obviously you sweat a lot, and I always find that I come out of the gym, and while I might have like sweat on my back or like my forehead, and I'm like really hot, my armpits are always tipped up, and I just feel like this, sorry, wrong way around, is great for like a confidence booster more than anything. Like if I was going to a special event like someone's wedding, that sort of thing, I would definitely be wearing that as well. Like it just makes me feel better. Next thing I'm going to talk about is my favourite toothpaste, which is, I don't know if that's weird or not, but I really like this one. In fact, I don't think it is weird, because Mark has his favourite that he actually bulk buys from Boots, and I will say I do use it, but I just prefer, I like them quite, you know, fresh. And what I like about this is that it has, like, it's a blue one for starters. Why won't you focus? There we go. It's like that, and it has little like, it has grittiness to it, so that when you're using it, I feel like it's almost like a exfoliant for your teeth. I don't know. I really like this one. It's in the scent Clean Mint, and it has kind of like a dentist freshness about it. You know, if you've ever had a scale and polish and then you use that mouthwash at the end and it kind of just tastes like dentisty, that's what this is like, and for that reason I really rate it. So I just picked one up for myself, because it's the sort of thing, like, I don't know if you do this, but we go on holiday in 2 weeks. In fact, in 2 weeks time we will already be there enjoying ourselves. I am buzzing, I am so giddy. I cannot tell you how excited I am to be going away with my family this year. I'm so excited. But when I go away on holiday, I don't know if you do this, but do you like to have all your faves? Like your fave things, just make it extra special. That's kind of what I picked this up for. Like, I'll probably use it beforehand, but I would definitely be taking this away with me. I can really recommend that one. Plus it was on offer at the moment, which is always good. Next up, really random, not necessarily for me, but there are these bubbles, and this is the 3rd pack of these that I bought for Daisy now. We really like the colours. You get 50 in a pack, and they have like loads of different pastel shades, which she's really into. I do a lot of fairly intricate hairstyles on her, because that's what she likes. It makes her really excited in the morning. She always goes, "Mama, will you do my hair?" She looks at hairstyles that she likes. Like if she gets a girly magazine, sometimes they'll share hairstyles in there, or we will see them on TikTok together. We look for like hairstyles on there, or just things that she's noticed, and I really enjoy doing it for her. Like I'm definitely a big acts of service person. That's how I like to show love. So like little things like doing their hair, or getting their favourite things in for them to eat, turning down their bedrooms and setting all their lights up at night so when they go in it's all ready for them. Those little acts, like I get immense joy from them because I can see their joy, and that makes me really happy. So I picked up another pack of these because I just think they're great, and we use them a lot. They last really well. Obviously, as with all hair bubbles, they're a bit like odd socks. You do lose them over time, but I thought I would stock up on another set of those. Because they'll be great to take away on holiday with us. I might take half on holiday and then save the other half for ready for back to school when we're doing all the twists and the plaits and this, that and the other. But yeah, I picked those up because I just think they're really good and I love the colours. Next up, I'm going to be talking about one of my favourite shower gels at the moment. So I find at this time of year I get a little bit drier, shall we say, and obviously I'm regularly applying fake tan and I'm regularly moisturising, but I just find that sometimes I'll use a shower gel and it will make my skin feel a little bit tighter when I come out of the shower afterwards. Whereas one that I really like at the moment is the Dove. This is the Fruity Nourish one. There's a few actually that they do from this range that are just gorgeous, but they're so moisturising, and these are sulfate SLES free and 0% in there, and it gently cleanses for instantly softer, smoother skin. You get massive bottles, like they're big, I have really big hands, I've got a massive wingspan, but they're big bottles, and they smell so nice. And because it's Dove, it's like dermatologically tested, and I know it's going to be quite gentle, but I really enjoy using this at the moment when my skin's a bit drier, and I can't recommend that enough actually. I just like the way it lathers up, like lovely combo there, and yeah, that's another fave. Oh, I like sharing all these little things with you. And now on to cosmetics. So I like the marshmallow sponge. It was the Chloe Cosmetics marshmallow sponge, and then she changed the name. I don't know why, and now I don't even know what it's called. But the problem is with stuff like that is, like, as good as they are, I can't get this out. As good as they are, you're always having to pay for like shipping and things like that, and sometimes I just want to pick something up and use it and try it out. And this is a newer shape, at least to me anyway, from Boots, which is a bit more similar to the marshmallow sponge. So with the marshmallow sponge, there's quite a squat one that's wider, and then they also have one like this, but it's a similar shape in that there's no edges. Like, do you remember the Real Techniques dupes where there was always like a flat end? So I was hoping that I could give that a try out and see what that was like, just because it was a lot cheaper. I'm gonna go and wet it. So this is the size before, and this is the size after. I didn't dry my hands, sorry, I'm gonna have to dry them. There we go, but that's pretty much doubled in size, and it feels like a really similar consistency, like very bouncy. So I would say first impressions of that. Obviously I've not used it, so you can't take like a demo from me and my word from me in that way, but it feels very similar. So I'm really chuffed with that actually, because if I like it, I'll just repurchase it again. Like, we don't always need like the most expensive, do we? And then the final three things are cosmetics, because I couldn't go in Beats without having a nosy. Plus there was one thing I needed and two things I was curious about, so I thought I would check them out. So first things first, I love this mascara. It's the L'Oreal Panorama Mascara Volume Million Lashes. I just have it in black this time. I've used it in brown black before as well. I just really rate it, and I'd run out of the brown black one I had and the black one that I had, and I'm using another mascara from Rimmel, but I just don't like it as much. So again, this was kind of a like holiday purchase. I wanted to have my favourite mascara with me. And then if you've watched or if like you follow me over on Instagram, I did a little get ready with me series recently, and I did my makeup in one reel, I did my hair in a second reel, and then I did my outfit in a third reel. And I mentioned how there were two products that I really loved from e.l.f., which were the Halo Glow beauty ones, and there were blush ones, contour ones, and then highlight. And I said I had the blush and the contour, really liked them, but really wanted to try the highlight one, but I was trying to use up other stuff, and then all of a sudden now I've got one, and I'm a hypocrite, guys, but I really wanted to try it because I love these products. I really rate them. So this is the highlight wand. I got it in the shade Champagne, which should work quite well with my skin tone and stuff. But basically, they're a very similar dupe to the Charlotte Tilbury products like this. Forget what they're called, but you just squeeze it. Can you see that coming through? And then you can just dab it on the skin wherever you want it. Oh my god, that's so pretty. But they blend like a dream. Can you see that? And they are so easy to work into the skin. You never get any like harsh lines. And that's just really pretty, is it not? But I'm wearing the blush and the contour one today, and I just love them. So I'm really excited to have that, and like I'm really excited to do my makeup next time. Although I will say, this is the first time I'm wearing like proper makeup, because while the kids are off and it's just me and them, I hardly ever get ready. I've literally just been putting SPF on, or sometimes like a bit of concealer if my dark circles are particularly pandery that day. But I'll be looking forward to doing my makeup again. I've only got it on today because I wanted to do a lot of filming, and I wanted to feel confident while I was doing it. And then the other thing that I picked up is this Maybelline Lifter Gloss, and this is in the shade Petal, which again will suit my colour season quite well. So if you hear me mentioning that and you're like, Charlotte, what are you on about? What is a colour season? I have my colours done by Emily Innes she's mainly on Instagram, and I got analysed to be a soft summer, which was something I've been leaning towards for a while. Like, I kept thinking, I feel like I'm a summer, I don't think I've got enough contrast to be a winter. And even though I love warm tones, a lot of shades like orange, red, bright yellow, especially that ochre like orange shade, look awful on me, whereas pinks and blues have always looked quite nice. And so I've been really trying to think about that in my outfits moving forward. So this is in my colour season. It's like a soft kind of mushroomy grey, still quite cool. And pinks like this, where they're a little bit more blue tone, not super coral or anything like that, are just much more flattering on me, I've noticed. And do you know what, since I've done that, and since I've been like working hard at the gym, my confidence has gone from actual rock bottom as I've been building myself back up again. Obviously I was struggling with my mental health for a long time, and I've weaned off my antidepressants. I've been off my antidepressants for pretty much a year now, and I've been doing really well considering. We've had some ups and downs, and yeah, my confidence has just come back so much, and I feel like I'm getting closer to me again. But this is getting really deep, so I'll talk about that in another video. But let's try this on. Oh, they're very glossy. I'm sorry if you're using, oh, they're very vanilla-y. If you are not a fan of scents, you might, it depends if you like vanilla, to be honest. Some people can't cope, but it tastes a bit, not taste, it smells a bit, you know, like that vanilla scent that I feel like everything had back in the 90s and early 2000s, when you would go and buy like your own makeup for the first time. But that's it, and I think it's really pretty, and it's just an easy one to throw on. It's not sticky, it's super moisturising now, and I'm really pleased with that because I feel like that looks quite nice on me. And then finally, just two things that I thought I would quickly show you, actually three things, are like home bargains finds. I did include these in a separate haul These weren't in the haul because I've had them for ages. I always stock up on them when I see them, but I did include the other items. But the heads, replacement heads, I find Home Bargains to be the cheapest place to find them. I was checking out B&M a lot, but they weren't as affordable, whereas these are like $1.99, or depending on which brand you get, I think the other brand might be like $2.79, but they're a lot cheaper. And there are 4 of us in this house that use electric toothbrushes, so I just like to buy them on rotation as and when you need them. You can also get them from Amazon as well, but generally speaking, I just find it easier to pick them up when I go to places like Home Bargains. And then there are 2 ranges at Home Bargains that you'll probably see trending on like TikTok and stuff at the moment, but they have a Sol de Janeiro dupe now, and also Drunk Elephant dupes as well. Now, I didn't get any of the body lotion because I don't need any right now, but shower gel kind of caught my eye. I know I've got this one as well, but I really just wanted to try the range and see if it was any good. This is the Cherry Bomb and Jasmine Blooms body wash. It is, again, huge, but I just thought this would be a nice one. It smells beautiful. I think they do have sprays, but for me personally in my store I couldn't find them. I did spot the body butters and also shampoo and conditioner range that they did, but this is really pretty, like quite heavily fragranced, quite nice, and then also quite like, let me get this back on, I quite like the lid because it's a pop-up one, and I think it'd be quite easy for the kids to use because they normally just nick my stuff. And then the only thing that I went for from the Dizzy Panda, not Drunk Elephant range, was the peptide face cream. I'm not going to sample this again because I sampled it in my haul, and I also sampled it when I did a reel earlier, so I don't want to waste it. But this is really nice. It's really rich and quite thick and creamy, so I think if you've got drier skin it could be quite nice for you. Obviously I've not had the chance to use it on my face, but I think it was about £2 something, and I love the press jar, you know those where you do that and it comes out as a single dose at the top. I think they're fantastic, quite hygienic, and I just find them really enjoyable to use. But I thought I would try that, and I think I'm probably going to use that more of a nighttime cream based on the consistency, so I'm going to give that a little go, and hopefully it'll do quite well. It's just got that feeling where I feel like it's actually really hydrating and quite nice on the skin. But that is everything. I hope you found that interesting. It's a bit random, and I'm conscious that I've had like lots of hauls at the moment, but it's purely because like I've either needed things or I've been stocking up on things, and I've not posted in a while, so some of them are from a couple of weeks ago, but I've just not managed to get them out yet because of being busy with the kids. But I hope you've enjoyed anyway. I probably won't do any hauls for ages now, but yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you all very, very soon. Bye.